Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, get ready for some juicy celebrity stories. Wendy's sounding off on all the latest hot topics. And from $1 Million Listing New York, real estate mogul Fredrik Eklund takes us into his world of high stakes and huge paydays. Plus, suit up in style this season. We've got summer's hottest swimsuits for every body type. Now, here's Wendy!
It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Today is day 2 of me and my Suzanne modeling stuff from my next collection on HSN. Yeah. Suzanne is wearing my fantastic leggings with the ruching at the bottom. And I like your ensemble at the top and the tank top and everything.
And I love the feel of the material. It's very soft and lightweight and luxurious.
Thank you, Suzanne. And my dress is $79. And what I like about it is, first of all, you see this? Yes, and it goes from size extra small to 3X. And it's a wrap dress, and what better way to wear a wrap dress? I mean, sometimes you can wear them with heels, but in the case of I had better feet, I would have worn sandals, and if you're going to a garden party during the summer, you put on some flip-flops. It comes in 5 solid colors, including black and turquoise and others. And then this is the flower one. Yeah! And so I will be live on HSN Saturday, May 30th. I'm gonna be on twice that day, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then I'll be on from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And all this stuff will be available then. So we'll be wearing something again tomorrow, right, Suzanne? Yep. Do you remember what I asked you to watch last night? Bruce, did you do your homework? Excellent. Well, I have to say, I tried to stay up. It came on at 9 o'clock. But I think I focused on staying up so much I made myself tired. And I fell asleep at 20 after 9. But it's okay, I watched the rest. Somebody burned it for me in hair and makeup this morning, so I'm prepared. In the meantime, Kris and Bruce sat down in the kitchen. And Bruce didn't want to forget anything, so he made notes and brought the notes out. Just take a look at them talking about the transitioning, and then you and I'll talk.
I never saw this coming in a gazillion years. Your truth isn't always the truth. You have a story to tell, but you tell it to people that can't contradict and say what the truth is.
Sometimes it's much easier to talk to somebody that you're not gonna hurt than, it's not easy.
No, it's not. But you have to tell the truth.
That's what I'm trying to do. For the first time in my life, I'm trying to tell the truth. Okay. I've been to every one of the kids, one at a time, bringing them out to Malibu, sitting them down, saying, this is the truth. You're the toughest one to talk to out of anybody, okay?
Well, maybe it's because I'm the one you lied to the longest.
Right? It shocks me every time I see Bruce talk about this because it just reminds me that he was never anything more than an attention-seeking Kardashian to begin with. I still don't know, I'm not laughing. I still do not think that this is proper for TV. But as long as it's going to be there, I feel as though it's all of our collective opportunity to see somebody transition. We will never see this again on TV. And if we do, it'll be like, oh, we've seen that before. Next, next, next. So it's really riveting. His body language and his eye contact with Kris, he only looked at her towards the end. I mean, he's looking down at the table. And while I sympathize with what Kris is going through. You know, she's not my favorite person. I do think that she has devilish ways. I also suspect that she has not been in the dark for as long as she's trying to make us feel. I suspect that she might have. I don't. But I also think, I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. I also think that, you know, it's one thing if you find woman's lingerie or something womanly in the back of your closet in the beginning years of your marriage or before you get married, but it's a whole nother thing. It has come to fruition, everybody. We are watching it go down. And it's, oddly, I liked Bruce and Scott having their discussion. They were outside talking and it was really heartfelt. And I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for Bruce that he's had to live this, or he's forced himself to live this life for 65 years and now it's all finally coming together, but it's just more than a lot of people can bear, probably especially his children. I mean, you've got the 17-year-old who, you know, the word is that she might be marrying this little rap fella, Tyga, and I'm not laughing though, this is very serious. Well, you know, Kim was married when she was 19. So if you know, and the mother and father, Bruce and Kris have no bosshood over this 17-year-old because anything that she says, all she has to do is come back, well, Mom, I'm not listening to you. Well, Dad, Mom, who are you? You know what I mean? I just like, I could see this little girl marrying Tyga because, you know, oftentimes you hear that when people, other than in the olden days where you married because that's what women did. These days, I find that if you look at why a young person, say a 19-year-old or 18-year-old gets married, sometimes it's because their own family is actually so dysfunctional, they feel as though they don't have an anchor, and everybody needs an anchor. So in my mind, I've been processing this. Okay, so Kylie marries Tyga so that she has an anchor, and then they quickly get pregnant and they have their own baby. So therefore, the family that she was actually birthed into won't be her paramount thing, and it'll be kind of her skating over a bigger issue, which is dealing with her family. And wow. And Chloe, I still do understand how Chloe feels. And I wonder what their reality TV show will be, or will they continue with reality TV after this summer, after this docuseries? Because to me, Bruce is now the star of the family and is going to keep them afloat on E. And he's gonna toss them all breadcrumbs and bones like, okay, you can come to my house so the cameras can see you. But the family itself cannot possibly go back to Lamar is allegedly getting high and Scott needs rehab and another sex tape. Like, they have really, you know, in a weird way, this has been good for the family because it has humanized them in a sympathetic way. So we, you know. So they would look crazy if they went back to the usual buffoonery. I don't want to see them going on vacation to Thailand. I don't want to see any of that, you know. I really don't want to see anything but this Bruce thing play out. And so we'll be watching, unfortunately. You know, you guys, it's only a 1-hour show. I can't possibly cover everything that you want me to cover in a 1-hour show. Then we got the commercials to play and stuff, and so, you know, then we got Fredrik coming out, we got Ask Wendy. So, yesterday we talked about the Billboard Music Awards. I didn't want to make that all a hot topics. I saw Iggy Azalea, and I agree with you, but it's no big deal anymore if we think that somebody might have gotten a little work done. It's just what people, I guess, do. First of all, she's turning into a black woman. I swear, doesn't she look like an albino? Like an albino black person. She honestly does. Now look. First of all, I really like the hair, the pink tips, even though I wish the whole colored hair movement was over. But I like the pink tips. I like the density and I like the way it's shaped. Also, if that is a new nose, I think it looks terrific. Because the old one, well, I never thought that she was a bad-looking woman to begin with, but this new nose, if that's a new nose, is a marked improvement, and the new chin balances the nose. Now, when I was growing up in Ocean Township, New Jersey, it was a rite of passage for people to get nose jobs at 13, right before like the bat mitzvahs and stuff like that. And oftentimes, you'd get the nose done, and then the surgeon would say, you gotta get the chin done to balance everything out. Do you know what I'm saying? And so we're a nosy bunch here at Wendy. So we made a telephone call to our New York City plastic surgeon friend, Dr. Perlman. And we showed him the pictures of Iggy, and he says, well, yeah, it appears that she's gotten her nose done, and that might be a chin implant. He has to see the side thing. He said, but it could also be fillers. Like if you get fillers in your chin, then they last for like, 6 months. But if you get the real, it looks like she got a chin, right? Yes. And it looks like she got the nose, right? Yes. And I like her with a little bit of that fake and baked tan. And I think that she looks really good. Well, she said on the red carpet that she's trying to reinvent herself. She wasn't specific as to what, but, she said she's trying to kind of reinvent. She's coming out with her second album soon. I'm sure that's going to be accompanied with some sort of tour. We forget things so fast with pop culture. Virtually, you forget that Iggy exists until we talk about stuff like this. And she's got to keep us interested. And these days with these pop stars, it's about more than just, having music that you can snap your neck to. It's also about, I guess, having the edgy look and the edgy personality and the obligatory black boyfriend and whatnot. So she's got it all. Now let's see if she can put it down in the studio and make us interested. I hate lists. Unless I'm on the top of the list, then all of a sudden, but I think that's human nature. Do you know what I'm saying? I hate competition. You hate competition unless you're winning, right? So look. So Maxim magazine has named the hottest woman in the world. Take a wild guess. Taylor Swift. They're Kendall and Kylieing her. We didn't talk about that at the Billboard Awards. Kendall and Kylie got booed too. All right, so they're booing Taylor Swift. I smell haters in all 3 aisles. I'm gonna tell you why. And by the way, there are a lot of haters on our staff too, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because this list, turns out, isn't just based on being hot. Because I think that this is an attractive girl. I just said yesterday, I don't find her to have any sex appeal. Like, she's cute and she's talented, but this list is not made off of just looks, thank God. It's also off of who's had the most winning year. Now, these 8 Billboard Awards that she got were only a few of the awards she got this year. And then, even though she's not from New York, she became the ambassador for the greatest city in the world. We might not like it, but it's the way it is. And she's kept us interested with her music, right? So, again, Taylor Swift is Maxim magazine's hottest.
All right.
But I do agree with you. I feel as though Taylor Swift is overexposed. Yes. And this needs to be the last thing that she's celebrated for the next year. Yes. And it looks like we'll get our way with that because she's about to go on world tour. And the great thing about world tours is that for people who are overexposed, like Taylor Swift, we're not gonna be talking about her because she's gonna be going from country to country to city, so they'll only be talking about her in that city. She won't be all up in our faces, which is a good thing. She needs to go someplace and be missed, and then cross her fingers that we'll want her when she comes back, and we will in a year, but we will, right? Has anyone here ever broken an engagement by clapation? You were real proud back there with the white shirt, and all of a sudden when you saw you're only one of 3, you brought your arms down. Listen, there's nothing wrong with breaking an engagement. I think that, you know, the more cowardly thing is like some of us did, walk down the aisle anyway, knowing you're doing the wrong thing. I was married for 5 months many moons ago. I told you that. If I had the guts to just break the engagement, I wouldn't have another story to tell you here on Hot Topics. Anyway, Bristol Palin broke off her engagement. Did you know she was engaged? No. Do you care? No. Oh, come on, you guys. Let me make you care, okay? Okay, look. So she's been engaged to this guy. This guy is 27 years old. She's 26 years. By the way, that's money well spent, right? Remember when she got her on her face? She's cute. Show that other picture without the sunglasses. The other picture without the sunglasses. Well, no, not that one. The one this is the old Bristol, but this is the new one, but without the glasses. You should, oh, that's exactly. Money well spent. Anyway. She had the guts, and yes, I say guts, because it takes courage to break off your engagement 5 days before the wedding. You are not getting the deposit back from the catering hall. Your bridesmaids are already lined up for those stupid dresses. You've been fitted for your bridal dress. Your mom is all excited, helping you do I mean, you piss everybody off 5 days before the wedding by being indecisive, but I still insist that takes more guts than walking down the aisles. Well, rumors surfaced that Bristol's fiance had been married before, and allegedly he didn't tell her. And Bristol says she knew about the past, but isn't that what you would say if you were suddenly caught in something stupid? Look, all I know is this. This woman was almost in our White House. If you survive the vetting process of becoming governor of your states, running for, you know, the what part of this did they not vet the fella out? Now, you know, if I was a Palin, sure, they never made it to the White House, but they're like the Huckabees. They tried. Mike's trying again. But why didn't somebody hire a PI? I mean, heck, don't you at least Google, like, aren't you a little bit of a spy on who you date right now? Let me tell you something. It's been many years since I had to call on the services of a private detective. But and however, I would. And I would not just let my little Lord Fauntleroy just go on and marry anybody, you know. I'm not talking about, you know, education, stuff like that. I'm talking about if you can hide an ex-wife, then you can hide 5 kids. If you can hide 5 kids, you can hide 2 years in jail for trafficking heroin on Locked Up Abroad. Do you know what I mean? It just, I mean, if this is true, it just makes the whole family look less than smart. Now, on the other hand, if this little girl is denying and saying, no, she knew all along that he was married, then why are you canceling your wedding and engagement in 5 days? Well, this is what they're doing. They're gonna go through with the party anyway. They're calling it a celebration of, sorry. Slob. They're calling it a celebration of life party with his family and her family. So I don't know whether they're still together or maybe nobody wants to waste the money, so they want to have a party. I don't know. I think that the Palins have money. They, you know, in the name of dignity, I would just step aside and let his family party, and I'm going, but I'll take the honeymoon. Yes, I'll take the honeymoon. It's prom season. And the kids are wearing all kinds of stuff, including the boys. Just when you think a man's basic outfit is a pair of slacks, you know what I'm saying, and a jacket. No, here comes flashy Jaden Smith. It's our hot shot of the day. Hit it. First of all, your eyes are not deceiving you. He's dressed in a Batman costume. Everything is spray painted white, so you can't really see. He's got the belt and the whole bit. Now, when he comes to your door and you open it up and it's supposed to be your prom date, wait, just show what they look like going to the prom. a nice girl. Her name is something like Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heiny Ho. Something Hawaiian-ish, okay. But look, clearly you all, the foundation of her dress is a nice prom dress. But when she saw this freak through the keyhole, she probably said, Mom, find me a sword and give me that hat that you bought on your holiday with Daddy last year. Oh my gosh, he's trying to upstage me. That's it for Hot Topics. I wanted to talk about scantily clad girls going to the prom. We don't have time. We don't have time. It's okay. God willing, we'll all get back together tomorrow for more Hot Topics. In the meantime, we still have more great shows for you, everybody. We're going to show you this summer's hottest swimsuit trends, plus from one of my favorite shows, $1 Million Listing New York, real estate broker to the stars, Fredrik Eklund is here. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Lookalike, so don't go far. Coming up, smoking hot barbecue ideas perfect for Memorial Day. And how you doing? Summertime means big summer movies. Ben Lyons brings the best bets of the season, all the must-sees and the maybe next times.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
It's time for Celebrity Lookalike. Our first Celebrity Lookalike comes from Aaliyah C., who watches The Wendy Show on BET in London, England. Aaliyah thinks that her friend Shay looks like Keke Palmer. So let's take a look at the real Keke Palmer, and let's take a look at Shay. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, you know, Keke, friend to the show, is going to be in that new show called Scream Queens. It's coming in the fall on Fox. Okay. Our next Celebrity Lookalike comes from Mandy R., who watches The Wendy Show on WSWG in Albany, Georgia. Mandy thinks that she looks like Pink. So let's take a look at the real Pink, and let's take a look at Mandy. I think that Mandy is cute. I think Pink is cute. I don't think they look alike. White skin and edgy blonde hair does not make a look-alike. Do you understand? Don't you worry, though, Mandy. You're cutie patootie. Hey, by the way, you know, Pink recently shut down her fat shamers. Yeah, she gained a few pounds. She loves cheesecake, but we all know, this is the picture of her, you know, with a few pounds on, but we all know that Pink's one of those girls who will get it back together, be tight and right, and swinging from that string on the ceiling in no time. Okay. Our next Celebrity Lookalike comes from Leah S., who watches The Wendy Show on KTTV in Los Angeles, California. Leah thinks that she looks like Megan Fox. Okay. Here's the real Megan Fox. And here's Leah. Okay, can I tell you something, honestly? My producers told me that this was such a dead on to them that they actually had to look Megan Fox up on the internet and also follow through with Leah as well. They really do look a lot alike there. Megan, by the way, was spotted in a blonde wig while filming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Attention, Wendy staff. Doesn't that look like one of the costumes I wear to work? We like to have fun around here. Our next Celebrity Lookalike comes, oh, this is the last one. It's from Talitha D., who watches The Wendy Show on WCBD in Sumter, South Carolina. Talitha thinks her friend Devon looks like Snoop Dogg. Okay, so here's the real Snoop. And here's Devon. Oh, my God, oh, my God. That is good. By the way, Snoop's new album is now out. It's called Bush. And recently he revealed that Britney Spears was the easiest person for him to ever work with, and Mariah Carey was the most difficult. Thank you, Snoop Lion. And thank you, everybody. I love Celebrity Lookalike. If you or somebody that you know looks like a celebrity, sharing is caring. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next from $1 Million Listing New York, Fredrik Eklund is here. As New York City's #1 realtor, our first guest has sold over $1 billion with a B, dollars worth of real estate. Take a look at him in action on Bravo's $1 Million list. His book, The Cell, is a New York Times bestseller. Please give it up for Fredrik Eklund. I'd be dancing too if I was the #1 real estate seller in all of New York. I am like, Fredrik.
Yeah.
Fredrik, absolutely incredible, and you look dapper as always.
Thank you.
If you put your shoes on those shoes, we want to give you some shoe cam.
Oh, is this it? Here?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And you got to show the socks still.
Yeah, the socks are there.
It should be called a sock cam.
Now, one of Fredrik's philosophies, everyone, is that everybody needs to spend 10% of their salary on wardrobe. That's a lot.
I don't think so. I mean, a lot of people are saying we should save 10% for retirement. I don't want to retire and I want to look good. And when I'm in, no, honestly, when I'm in sales, I need to look my best. And it's my job to sort of channel that love that the sellers have put into their properties and then into the buyer, pay more.
And so for you, you say that each one of us should do that because whether we sell real estate, I guess, or whatever.
Everyone's a salesperson.
Everybody's selling something.
Our whole lives we're selling. I mean, if you've ever been to a date, you have, right? You're selling yourself.
Yes.
If you've been to a job interview, you're selling yourself, negotiating with your boss to get more money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm negotiating and selling to my husband right now because we want another puppy, and he's not so sure, so I'm trying to sell the idea of another dog.
Yes.
I mean, we're always selling ourselves all day long.
Yes, yes, yes. And I understand that, like, your hair, you keep everything meticulous.
Well, I'm due for a haircut, actually, like tomorrow.
Now, how much do you pay for a haircut, Fredrik?
Oh, my God. You're going to get $290.
$290.
Every 3 weeks.
But every 3 weeks.
Is it worth it? Yeah.
Every 3 weeks. I love $1 Million Listing New York, and I've told you guys that, you know, I also love the $1 Million Listing LA, and I like the Millionaire Matchmaker. There's certain shows that reality shows that really speak to me on TV, and yours is one of them.
Thank you.
How did you become a part of this show?
It's a funny story. Like, I was a pretty big broker in New York. This was about 2006.
But were you #1 on the list?
No, number 19, but who's counting, you know?
Okay.
No, and I realized 30,000 agents in New York City put their suits on every day or dresses, and they go out to, like, be #1. So how do I get myself to millions of people? So I recorded a pilot. It's called The $1 Billion Broker. It's this really, really silly pilot. I'm running around New York City. We got a meeting with Andy Cohen and the executives, and they were all kind of shaking their head, and, you know, this is a really bad pilot. But we like this guy Fredrik. He's hilarious. So in the unlikely event we will spin off LA to New York, we will call you. And then it took like 4 years, and then they called me. So I was never casted like the other guys. They kind of thought of me from the beginning.
So what did your friends and colleagues and family say about you being part of reality TV? Because I mean, being number 19 is not being #1, but you were still, you know, you're in the top percentage of, and this could have torpedoed your business. I don't know that many of us would want to buy our real estate on TV, would we?
Yes. No, everybody, you're right. Everybody in my life, including my family, actually, all my competitors especially, they're like, Fredrik, do not sign on, because it is very risky. My business was huge at the time. And, you know, certain things you might not want to show, but I've always, in my whole life, been following my gut. There was something about this. Even on a personal level, I just always been me, and I'm crazy in front of the cameras. I'm just, you know, I share everything. I got married on television. I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
I've done everything. And, you know, it's really helped me become who I am today, but also professionally to become #1, yeah.
So now, Fredrik, as you can imagine, has many celebrity clients, including Sarah Jessica Parker and Jennifer Lopez, Leonardo DiCaprio. But these people, obviously, you have a private business, too. You sell privately, so...
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's very difficult to be private when she's walking down the street with me, and all those paparazzis are there. I love her.
But the reality cameras aren't there.
No.
And did you just sell her latest acquisition here in New York?
I mean...
That apartment?
No.
Yeah. You don't want to brag, but you're that guy. Tell me something about celebrities and what they like in their homes. And then I want to ask you about, for regular people, how do we stage our homes to be able to sell? What are celebrities looking for?
It's very interesting, Wendy. A lot of them come from California, usually, and they're all looking for outdoor space. And the issue with outdoor space, and I need to explain this to them always, is that it's not very private. You know what I mean? They're looking for privacy, and outdoor space. And how do you combine that in New York City? Because you have a terrace, right, on a penthouse, but everyone's looking looking down on you. And you can't, you know, walk around like naked because it's going to end up in all the magazines.
Right.
And then another thing is they want parking, but then I asked them, like, how many steps, literally count the steps from the door of your car, of the SUV, into the lobby. And some of them, like Leonardo, they want, you know, parking within the building or back entrance and maybe even a private elevator going all the way up to the apartment.
I've seen that on your show where the elevator takes the whole car up into the apartment.
Well, that wasn't my listing, and trust me, 5 years later, it's still unsold.
Oh. So, let's talk about the book. It's a New York Times bestseller. He's not just talking about selling real estate. He's talking about selling and sell yourself to the world.
Yes.
But let's talk about real estate.
Yeah.
What are some things that people need to do to get their houses ready to sell?
Well, I think photography is everything, and just don't settle for a cloudy day. Wait till it's really sunny, and then declutter. That's like always number one. I think we're also attached or maybe blind to our own things. You know, all that stuff like grandmother's painting and this amazing, you know, piece of furniture that you bought
pillows.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of everything. I have a trick.
Okay.
I tell my clients, pretend that you're actually moving out. Start packing, fill those boxes, and then...
And I'll say this, I believe that you should get rid of religious symbols. I also believe that you should get, well, you know, sometimes there are some people who don't want to buy after black. And I think that you need to take the pictures down in your house.
Yeah,
don't let the family see what you look like. Whether you're overweight, whether you're black, whether you're Indian, whether you're Asian. No, this is a real thing. And if you're Catholic, take the cross down. If you're Jewish, take the mezuzah off the front door.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, you're right, you're right. It's like, you know, no, you're right.
Yeah.
It's, anything that's like polarizing. It's like with cats and dogs.
I don't want to hear a cat or dog. Because all I think about is dander. My husband's allergic. We don't need that visual. Sorry, I don't need to scream, but that's another one. And bake some cookies and make it smell good in there.
I love dogs, but then maybe some like woman who loves cats and hate dogs are going to walk in. Be neutral. And that's the thing, the difference between interior designers, they design for you, and stagers. Stagers open up for everyone. It's like neutral, everyone. You want to pull in as many buyers as possible, and you don't want to alienate anyone with a cat or dog or religious stuff.
Right. Now, what I love on your show is that you have your trademark. Can you just show everybody what the heck? Just
everybody should have a trademark.
Mine's how you do it. But,
I don't care how you do it.
But yes, but show them yours. You have to stand up and show them yours. This is what he does, everybody.
It's very authentic. I've been doing this since 4 years old because I was so tall. I needed to do this so people would recognize me.
Fredrik.
Well, I can combine them. Are you going to do it with me?
No, I can't balance.
How you do it.
Fredrik Eklund, it was so nice to finally meet you. Congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you.
$1 Million Listings, everybody. You'll love the show. It airs Wednesday nights at 10 on Bravo. And the book is called The Sell, and it's in stores now. And Fredrik bought a copy for everybody in our studio audience. Ask Wendy is next. We've partnered with Aaron's to give away rooms in the Winter Room in June contest. Need a new living room with an RCA 65-inch smart TV and other electronics? Or a new laundry room with a state-of-the-art Samsung washer and dryer? Go to wendyshow.com and tell us why you should win a room in June, and you might end up owning it. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. Everybody have a seat except for you in the tutu.
Yeah.
You know I love crinoline.
I know you do, girl.
Okay.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. My name is Renata.
Of course.
From North New Jersey. Hey, girl. Listen, so I met an older gentleman last year at a gala, and I went to the same gala this year. He ran me down for my phone number, girl.
Okay.
Now, he wanted to take me out to lunch. Here's the thing, Wendy. He's 82.
Listen, I've been to my share of galas in life, and I must say, a gala is different than going to the club. When you go to a gala, you meet well-appointed gentlemen.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times they're older.
Very well-appointed.
And sometimes they smell like money.
Coin.
Okay, now,
yes, he has a lot of coins.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
And so what is your question to me?
Should I go to
Yes!
with him?
Yes! Yes! You go. Okay. I don't even believe that that was a question. Why not? How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
I'm Catherine. I just finished my freshman year of college, and
Good for you.
and I had a problem with my roommate sex-iling me all the time.
Sex outing?
Sex-iling.
Oh, what does that mean?
That's when your roommate kicks you out so they can have some alone time with the boy.
I get it.
So how do I prevent that from happening next year with a new roommate?
Did you apply for a single?
No.
No, but I mean,
Yeah, I know. I'm
could've-
living with a friend.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're living with a friend next year.
Yeah.
Have you already talked about this?
Not really.
Have you ever sex-iled anybody?
No, I didn't sex-ile my roommate this year.
Yes, not this year, but you might
Not
next
this year, maybe.
You might next
You never
year.
know.
You never know.
know.
I would say have this conversation
Yeah.
starting now. If you're already friends with your roommate for next year, then start conversation now. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very well.
Thanks, Wendy.
Up next, everybody, Guilt.com is going to show us the hottest swimsuit trends, so don't go far. Make your feed a little more fabulous. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for hot topic updates, candid pictures, and of course, behind-the-scenes dish. Get in on the conversation today. All right, welcome back, everyone. Summer's right around the corner, and it's time to go swimsuit shopping. Are you ready? Well, here to show us the season's hottest trends from Guilt.com, it's Chassie Post. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right, let's get started with our swimsuit fashion show. And as usual, all of our models are from the Wendy Studio audience. Our first model is Nellie, and Nellie is wearing the athletic-inspired.
Yes.
I really like
What
this.
is this? I mean, America is all about athleisure this year. So, we love this two-piece from Beach Riot.
Yeah.
And big news, necklines are going up this season. So it's all about the high neck suit. But you want to look out for, the sides, cut in on the sides to keep it
A
sexy.
little sex appeal. Now, let me ask you, so this net thing underneath
Yes.
that's all part of the suit?
No, that is a separate. That is a little net
It's cute.
cover up, a little skirt.
A skirt.
Yep, it's by Robin Pacone, $86, and so fun. Mesh is huge this season.
Yes.
And then lastly, two really fun accessories you'll never believe that are back. The fanny pack.
Yay! I love a fanny pack.
I know. And then let's talk about the shoes. The new take on the Tiva. The sports sandal is huge with bright colors and modern materials. And these are by Zara, $49.
Nice. Thank you,
So
Nellie.
fun.
All right, our next model is Nicole, and Nicole is wearing the boho fringe trend.
Yes.
I love it.
honey.
And I love that trend because everything moves when you walk.
That's right. I mean, embrace your inner hippie this season.
It's cute.
Yes, it's all about the fringe. And this bikini, it's sort of dip-dyed fringe, and it's by ASOS. $33 for the top, $25 for the bottom.
And I love the body jewelry.
I love body jewelry. Another huge trend. Pile it on, ladies.
And
this
I love
season.
this cover-up. It
Yes, and it's so glamorous. It's boho glam. I love To the Floor. It's by Nasty Gal, just $130.
And the shoes, the sandals just set it off.
Aren't they fun? Next level gladiators.
Fun.
Go to the knee, right?
Fun. Thanks, Nicole. Okay, our next model is Amy. And Amy, everybody, is wearing the Baywatch trend.
Yes!
Here's Amy. Now, why are we calling this the Baywatch trend? Because it's a simple tank suit?
Yeah, it's a simple tank suit a la Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
So very 90s inspired. And the key to this look and keeping sort of this one-piece modern is the high cut on the legs.
Yes.
So that is so sexy to have, a little bit of hip showing,
Yes.
and it elongates the leg. So look out, Pamela Anderson. And then
The back is cute, too. The back is all the way scooped out. Can you turn around?
Yep, a little
to the
scoop
camera, so I
on
can
the
see.
back.
See? It's cute.
Yep, so cute. And so, it cinches in that waist with the low back.
And I love the bag, and it matches the shoes.
Isn't that
It's
fun?
perfect.
We are loving a flat.
Okay, well, that's the Baywatch trend. And our final model is Lisa. Oh, thank you, Amy. Final model is Lisa, and Lisa's wearing the tropical trend.
Yes.
Here she is.
I mean, move over little black bikini because there's a new swim staple in town, and we're calling it the little bright bathing suit.
Okay.
Loving this classic one piece. It's from Guilt.com, and the big news is bright, bright color. I mean, this pink.
It looks so good on the beach.
So good on the beach, so good on every skin tone. It
Yep.
reflects up on the face, gives you a beautiful glow.
Yep.
And then we love, sort of this great sarong. It's $12.50 from H&M.
Wow.
And these bright colors.
The shoes are really good, too.
Aren't those fun? If you're going to wear a heel to the beach, make it a platform, give it a wedge. These are by Steve Madden, and love the bright colors.
Really, really cute. All girls, you can come back up if you want. Chassie, thank you so much for all of these great tips. And thank you, models. Come on. For more information about the swimsuits, go to wendyshow.com. Spring cha-ching is next. Okay, it's time to play Spring cha-ching. Let's get today's player on the line.
Hello.
How you doing? Sherry Carson's from Hanger, Alabama?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Hi, Sherry. It's Wendy. Listen, before I read your question, let's find out how much you're playing for in Spring cha-ching, okay?
Okay.
Suzanne, hit it!
Suzanne.
Come on, big money for Sherry. Big money, big money. Big money! All right. Okay. Sherry, you're playing for $2,000. Listen closely because you're going to have 15 seconds and your first answer is your only, okay?
Okay.
All right, yesterday in Hot Topics, we showed you a picture of a mother and daughter in our hot shot of the day. Name the mother-daughter combo, and go!
Kim Zolciak and her daughter Brienne.
Yes! You win! $2,000! Thanks for playing, Sherry. We'll be right back. I want to thank today's guests and my fabulous co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow on the show, celebrity chef George Duran is dropping by. He's going to bring his grill to show us how to make some delicious barbecue for Memorial Day weekend. Plus, Ben Lyons, our friend, breaks down the hottest movies of the summer. And I've got you covered with the Hot Topics. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on